but they point to a common bond. Both men and women are affected by different types of no-fault illnesses whose symptoms can disrupt the ability to function and relate to others effectively. Some of us feared that we were becoming hopelessly impaired. We came to believe that we would never be normal again. Many of us have experienced great shame and guilt. We believe that our emotional or psychiatric illness were our fault. Some of us have become secretive, and later some of us felt a need to keep our recovery and steps a secret. We also felt our psychiatric illness must be kept secret, especially if our recovery program included prescription medication. We seemed to run out of ways to protect our feelings and self-esteem and to protect ourselves from the attitudes of those around us. If there are any among us who have felt as though they were living in that closet, I welcome you. I want you to know that the fear, isolation, and secrecy no longer need be a part of your life. I am Tyrone Waters, and this is my story. Here's a little bit about my educational background. I am a graduate of Portland Community College Office Information Systems program. I am also a graduate of the formerly International Correspondence School, where I completed the master course in travel. I am also a graduate of Stratford Career Institute's Culinary Le Cordon Bleu program. I graduated from the Hypnosis Motivation Institute, where I received my certified hypnotist certification. I am also a graduate of the United Bartenders Institute and have my bartending credentials. Also, after being in custody and released back into the community, I graduated from the University of Metaphysics in 2004 and received my life coaching credentials and am presently a member in good standing with the Federation of Holistic Life Coaches Association. I have worked for Cascadia Behavioral Health Care as a mental health peer counselor and had that job just 6 months after being released from custody and worked for them for several years. I am also on the board of directors at Disability Rights Oregon, and I'm also a member and advisor to the Multnomah County Quality Management Committee. Both board positions deal with mental health concerns of the mentally ill, and as such, I advocate for the mentally ill that are locked up in prisons, psychiatric units, jails, and hospitals. I have worked at Cascadia Behavioral Health Care, and while working there, I have experienced sexual discrimination, racism, not from other staff, but from other clients. I believe we all can do more to let clients and staff know that racism will not be tolerated, and it is through the continued ignorance of others that it continues to exist. As an employee and a client of Cascadia, I experienced life at Cascadia from both perspectives, as a staff and as a client. And as such, I educate people on the negative aspects and outcomes of racism in an environment that already has outbursts of hostility due to mental illness. I have, however, had positive experiences dealing with case managers and prescribers as a client, which has helped me in my continued wellness. My most recent positions with Cascadia Healthcare was back in 2003 through 2007. In 2003, I was a peer advocate counselor, and I counseled and advocated for clients, assisted clients with daily activities, completed charting notes on clients, and facilitated community meetings. In 2006, I became a recovery support specialist for Cascadia Behavioral Health Care, and assisted clients to acclimate to the community, provided resources relating to education, housing, and employment. I also provided support to enhance client mental health recovery and stability. I also worked with a caseload of more than 200 clients. In 2006 through 2007, I worked as a chef, dietary aide, a la carte server with Irvington Village Assisted Living Retirement Community Convent. I prepared resident meals, special orders, and desserts, served and distributed resident meals and a la carte entrees, skilled in providing nutritious food following restricted diet menus. And then in 2007, I went back to Cascadia Behavioral Health Care with their Wellsprings division and worked as a job skills trainer and life coach. In that capacity, I supervised clients in real-life employment situations, helped clients to develop and apply job skills, helped clients in assessing and coordinating care for themselves, and monitored symptoms and medication management. I also provided counseling and completed daily progress notes. In March 2008, the attorney that represented me in my criminal proceedings wrote the following letter of recommendation on March 26, 2008, and it reads as follows. Letter of recommendation for Tyrone Waters. To whom it may concern, this is a letter of recommendation for my former client, Tyrone Waters. I represented Mr. Waters about 7 years ago on ballot measure 11 charges in Multnomah County. At the time of the incident that led to Tyrone's indictment, he was suffering from a psychotic delusion caused by schizophrenia. During the course of my representation, he was successfully treated for schizophrenia by a psychiatrist, put on psychotropic medications, and successfully addressed his symptoms. Subsequently, over the last 7 years, I have still been in touch with Mr. Waters. My opinion of him is that he is a man of considerable social skill and integrity. He is one of my few success stories as a criminal defense attorney, and I recommend him for any position for which he may apply. If you would like to discuss Mr. Waters with me, please feel free to contact me. Sincerely, Randall Vogt, Attorney.